السلام عليكم. سلام جوانا صباح الخير. Hello and welcome back. It's Monday finally. I hope that you all doing well. كسبحتوا كسبحتوا كلشي مزيان. You remember this word? كسبحتوا. I hope that everyone is well. So, the morning tea talk for people who are new with us today is about everything concerning Morocco. Is about the culture. Is about questions concerning language or Moroccan people. Is about the way we live. It's about pretty much everything and what's happening in Morocco. Salam Christian لاباس عليك السلام عليكم الحمد لله جوانا لاباس كريستين صبحتي مزيان كسبحتي جوانا كلكم كسبحتوا. So if you noticed, like when I said that كسبحتي to Christian and Joanna is the same, is we don't change it. I only change it when I talked in plural كسبحتوا. So Christian كسبحتي, Joanna كسبحتي. For all of you كسبحتوا. Okay, so there is like a good news. Like on weekday, we're going to be free. Finally, we're going to be allowed to go out whenever we want. We don't need that paper that show that we have something to go out for, and so we are free to do that. Except actually, it's like the whole Morocco, except in Tangier, Marrakesh, and Kenitra, because in Kenitra, 2 days ago, they found more than 200 people who have the virus. It was like a company, the strawberry company actually, and they found that everyone is working there. They have the virus. So yes, and actually my father is in Kenitra, so he's going to be stuck there. So no one is going to be out of that city or go inside the city. So yeah, but at least like we see the positive side. It's like getting better, like much better, and yes, actually, it's like we didn't expect that. Like we did not thought that is going to happen. It was like already like going well for the parts of Sali, Rabat, and Kenitra, and all of this sudden when we heard what happened, it was like a big surprise for us. And I'm so sad because not just because they are like those people, because I know they were going to their family and they are staying with their family, so probably they are their family also like gets infected or something. So it's like I don't know where this virus came from. All of the sudden, like everything changed. Like all of the sudden, like the whole world is like different. So yeah, and also the other news, like there are some Moroccans are stuck outside of Morocco, so they decided to take a step. Yeah, I'm good. It's just like my voice like stops. Well, they decided that they're going to bring him back. So, but they did not say anything about like tourism. Like it's not going to happen like nowadays. So they will be sure. So for people like non-Moroccan people, it's still like they're not allowed to come here or anyone like to go somewhere. It's just like the Moroccans that they are stuck in some another country. They will bring them. Uh, and yeah, I think this is like that's all like in Morocco what's happening like nowadays. It's like there is always like something good and something bad. At the same time, people still are like trying to be careful because we know like I wanted to visit in the end of the year. I don't think like all of this is going to stay till the end of the year. I hope not. I mean, I see that it's getting better. So if it's going to be good, if so, I don't think like it will like take all this long. Like it's still like 6 months left for the end of the year. So yeah, I don't think so. I hope not. I mean, like honestly, I did not feel bored. I did not a bit felt bored during this period. I was like keeping myself busy doing different things, so I did not feel bored. But at the same time, I'm the kind of person who are like always on move, and I used to move a lot. So just like to go to different places. So I feel that's a little bit nuts, not like it was like a change for me. But at the same time, when I was home, I did not feel bored. Last Friday, Prime Minister and the Tourism Foundation, I don't remember the name. The met to discuss the announced. Yes, absolutely. I hear the same. So there is no dates. There is nothing confirmed yet. They are discussing and they are like thinking about it like more than once or twice. And I see, and I totally understand that. Everyone understanding that opening the borders sometimes can be scary during this period. So they do want to. It's not like they don't want to. They do, and but at the same time they are afraid that the case is going to be worse or something is going to happen and it's going to take a longer period. So they are like really thinking it through before deciding anything. And at the same time, I heard that it might be like in next month. It's my open next month, but nothing for sure. I heard that, but absolutely there is nothing like for sure 100%, and no one like discussed. And they said like, okay, on next month, like for example 26 or like 16, like is going to be open, but they are like discussing the ability of being doing that. But I think it will happen soon. Actually, this is what I told Joanna. Like, I don't think it's going to, uh, that she should not like get scared that she will get stuck here, because I think like they are already doing good. At the same time, like I think the companies should not open as fast. Maybe like for people who go to the store or like the supermarket, they are careful because like there is like a space and like a huge place. But I know like how companies are in Morocco, and you're working with a lot of people, and there is not like a big space. Like you work together, so I think it's not safe, especially how like they opened like the strawberry company. This is how it happened in strawberry company, and I see like the strawberry company like they are like cleaning like the strawberry, and they doing things. And I have seen like the machine that it like goes from person to person. So if someone touched something or just like sneezed, and like I know Moroccans, they are not always strict with the mask. So my like they pull it, maybe he pulled it, and maybe he, I don't know, did something, and everyone now is sick. So it's not about being afraid. It's kind of oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be. It's like they are like thinking about like all of that, the security, and still like yes, it's all about like the spreading. You don't want to spread again. And Morocco like really think about it because the economy, like I think everywhere, like the economy is like going bad. And the most of like the money that Morocco like gets is like from the tourism. So like now like I do feel like they're pain. I know like what they are like thinking. It's and I think it's like everywhere, like because I do also like look for like people's money, like dollars, and like it's like getting down. the oars like sometimes like a little up, sometimes like very down. So everything is like in this level right now. But I hope that is like everything will be better, like all over the world, not just like in Morocco. But overall, I think is like they already doing great. They trying their best. They were like looking for solution for everything, and I see this time Morocco really did an effort. Like really, the um, before like I always like see them like as sometimes like lazy when it comes to certain things. When it comes like to think about things like very carefully, but this time like they really were doing great, more than I imagined. Even like for the king, actually he removed like some people from their places when like the virus like spread it like on Kinitra, and we were like very close to be like zero cases in that area. So he told them like how like you did not do all the security and how you did not like care that much. So he's like being very serious, even though he's sick and he's well now, I think. But overall, I think like Morocco doing great this in this period. Like they are like really thinking and doing like good thing. But I hope it's going to be over soon. I hope so. Yeah, so today actually I was going to talk about how to learn the language faster. I know like so I teach a lot of students, different students, and so I do like see some mistakes in when it comes to learning language, and it's like either like online, either like you are with a teacher or like just like learning by yourself. There is something that's happened why like someone like learning faster than the other, and the reason actually is like to learn fast you should speak from day one. It doesn't matter how it comes, like, and I was like thinking like how did I because I learned English by myself, like till I was like fluent. Then I went to university. I never like no one teach me before. I was like I absolutely couldn't afford to have any private classes or any, you know, and I was like studying in public school and I wasn't paying any money for anything. So I couldn't. I wasn't like then like working. When I was like working, it was like, or I was like speaking English back then. So what I was doing actually, I was like looking for the thing that does not bore me. First of all, I wanted to learn the language. It wasn't that I don't want to. And I know all of you want to learn the language. So when you want it, you have to learn it. And some people like they find it hard or they don't find resource and all of that. But when you start learning, you should talk. You should like speak from day one. You learn something, you say it, you use it, you say it out loud, not like just writing it down in your notebook. That's not going to help. You can spend the whole year like just writing in your notebook and it would not help you. It should like everything you learn it, you have to speak it, you have to say it. You would say me like there is no one to speak to, like speak to yourself. I was like talking as crazy. I was actually when I was learning, I was like writing it, listening to how people saying it, and I would like just walk around the house and I would be like, how are you? How are you? How are you? And I would like saying it like too many times till I feel comfortable with it, till it would be like easy for me to pronounce. And not all the words like was easy for me to pronounce, but when you are like repeating it, it's become like easier. So this is like what actually you should do, like from the beginning. You don't have to wait till okay, I should like have enough vocabulary for first and all of that. No, like any word that you are writing it down, you have to speak it. I don't speak Arabic, but I make myself type. I mean, I fall. I don't understand. I don't speak Arabic, yes, but I make myself type when I tell my boyfriend, if I could think yes, that thing. So I'm talking about people who want like to be fluent and to speak, like to speak fluently. But like for writing, yes, I actually like there is a lot of methods like talking with your boyfriend online. It's going to help a lot because also when he answer you, you know that's the correct answer. So like after that, if he is going to like ask you that question, you can reply with the same answer he replied before. So be smart, like everyone, like connect, like talking with Moroccans, use the words that they're using, like use this. So if you are like talking with different people, even like friends, and you said like for someone like salam, and of course Moroccans like most of the time they don't reply with just salam, they will say like how are you, and see like what they're going to say. Use the sentence and copy it and send it to someone else and see how they will reply. They will reply, for example, labas, بخير, وانتي, and copy the answer and reply to it and see what they're going to say next. So this way you would have like different conversations and you say like and you're going to notice like different ways. This is like one of the ways, but some people are like very busy, and for younger people I think that this is like cool because a lot of teenagers they like to contact like people and just like messaging strangers. I was doing the same actually when I was younger. I was like just like I look like I would look like crazy, but I actually was like having like Americans in my whole like Facebook, my old Facebook. I did not have any Moroccan. I was like trying to learn English. Everything was around English. Like everyone over there was like English people. They were either like from Britain or like from America, and I would like talk with them. I could not talk. I was like just like using words. I was trying to talk, but I was like just like writing to everyone, and whoever answered, and they would be like stranger. Like I would be like, I love culture, and I was like at least, but I had like a Google translation. It wasn't the best way, but Darija does not have that. Sadly, I wish it would have helped. So yes, Joanna, like just like texting people any way that is going to get you comfortable. Good morning, Adnan. صباح الخير. So yeah, so it's just like for speaking, like for people who want to be fluent, talk from the beginning. It doesn't matter how it comes out. Like people going to correct you if you are talking to someone. They will correct you. If you are just by yourself in another country, not in Morocco, and you don't have any Moroccan to talk to, just like by listening to the videos or like to YouTube channels. Like it could be like a cooking channel in Darija. It could be like the music, the movies, anything, any show that's in Darija, and try to copy it. Of course, you're going to say salam, labas, بخير, كل شيء مزيان. And also, I do have like my online videos. So, when you are like listening to something, say it out loud. Never say it in your mind. This is why I'm emphasizing it, but in my mind, I'm speaking like an American, sometimes I'm speaking like British. When I'm speaking out, I have an accent. So I know now I hear like I talk out loud, but I know like I'm doing mistakes. I know like I'm not speaking as in my mind. So, but at the same time, like it gets you fluent. It helps you with fluency, even if it's like still have accents. Accents are okay. So this is why I'm telling you, you have like to imitate people and to speak out loud. This is like it's going to help you a lot, and you're going to learn faster. And then like it comes like collecting vocabularies and looking for your way of learning. There is a lot of methods. Like everyone is like learning differently. Some people they love grammar. They're going to start with the grammar, and that's okay as long as they are enjoying it and not feeling bored. They would start like learning okay the rules, and this would start with this. Eventually they will like learn speaking, and they would like speaking language. If you are more like of a person who like conversation, start with that. Start with the conversation. Look for like different conversation, how you can substitute words, and then like write them down, and you would have like a lot of scenarios, a lot of conversation. And this is what was one of my ways. I like talking, and that's clear. I like talking. So I was like always like at home I had no one to talk with, I did not know any Americans in Morocco back then. I was like, I think in Malaysia, maybe I was like 18 or something. So I used to walk around, like I don't like to sit down. I used always to walk around with a paper, and I would like be okay. I would write like a conversation about anything that could I could be doing. Maybe talking to someone, asking them questions, and I would like read it out loud. I would like just read it. I would say like, okay, how are you? Where are you from? And I'm Moroccan. I'm from this. Study this. So this is helps a lot. It does help a lot. So you just find your way of learning, like what is enjoyable. For example, I think Mari, you like cooking, right? So there is like a famous cooker in Morocco, and she's speaking Darija. She have in her own like TV cooking show. Her name is Shomisha. So Misha, I think type that in YouTube. You would find her, even though she used like a lot of words from Standard Arabic because it's like on TV, so you don't speak as like the normal people speak. But at the same time, it's like something you are interested in, so you would find it enjoyable. You're going to get a lot of words from her. Yes, for example, I don't know, like some people are interested in music. You can listen to music and you can catch the words from them. Movies, same for everything you are interested in. Then it comes like to the next step. Yes, and there is like a lot of girls, like Moroccan, just like YouTubers who are like doing like a cooking channel, like, and they teach how like cook. So they speak in Darija obviously, and they all like speaking Darija. So you can like really like just keep watching and listening, and since you are interested in topic, you're going to catch a lot of words from it. It doesn't have to interest, you don't have to understand everything, but if you are like looking at her like currying the chicken, and she say like the judge في المقلاة or something like this, you would understand because like she's doing a movement, like she's talking about something, and like she's like working on it, so it's mean like she's talking about it. So you're going to catch the language just by like watching and enjoying the things that you love, and it doesn't have to be boring, obviously. So and then you would take it to the next level, like just like you can like look for the things that is most enjoyable for you. When you get to a level, then you would like know that's what you need. You're going to say like, okay, I need more vocabulary. Then you're going to look for them. Maybe like you would need grammar, then you would think about a way of grammar. um yes. Yes, as actually music, it was something for me like as well. Like I was like, listening to music all the time. It does help actually with pronunciation and also with the fluency, because when you sing with the song, you are speaking singing at the same speed as the singer. So it does help a lot. Yeah, there are like a lot of ways, and that's like differ like from a person to person. The person who would find it like sometimes hard because they would think about the obstacles. They would think about, okay, I can't, I don't have, we don't have the same sounds, or they just like they don't think about like enjoy the process. When you think, okay, I should like learn fast, I should like learn everything by an amount, and when you telling yourself and comparing yourself to other people, your mind like saying, okay, there is something wrong. She's saying or he's saying that I can't learn languages, it's me like I can't learn languages. So your brain is just like listen to what you're saying. This is why they tell you like don't ever say something bad about yourself, or uh, and they tell you, okay, fake it till you get it. Just like talk with confidence, like it's like you are like already talking good, even if you are doing mistakes. Yes, all in one. Like when you look for something in your interest, like you do good. you are like already enjoying, and you don't feel the time. You can like watch like if you are interested in cooking, you can watch like like a series or something, in 1 hour, 2 hours, and you are learning and also enjoying, so you don't feel bored. Like for the same for like listening to music. And then like sometimes like if it was like a podcast, like a radio, anything, you are like for example cooking or cleaning and you are listening to Darija, it's just it gets easier. At the beginning you might not understand everything, but it's become like familiar. And Alex, that's okay. Yes, but yeah, I was like talking about how to learn language faster without like really feeling bored. So yes, and of course, I wouldn't say that the grammar is not important, because when you just like learn by yourself, you just like learning what you hear and what it sounds right. But when it gets to a point, you say like, okay, I'm still doing mistake. I need something extra, and you feel like you are already ready to do that. And when you start doing it, you find yourself already knowing like a lot of things. So it's like much easy. And also like grammar in Danish is not like as hard as French. I think Mario French, right? And in French is like there are like too many irregular verbs. But Darija is like I think it's like just normal. I wouldn't say like super easy, but I think like if you are taking it step by step, it's like really easy. So yes, actually like going to and I know like uh I'm going to try to you see the way that I'm learning, and like I'm going to give you more of content. I know like these days I didn't put a new video like besides the lives. It's just because I'm working in between the two lives. So, and creating a video, it takes a little bit of time. And like I have like to organize it. I have to look for the perfect picture for what I'm talking about. I have like to edit and write and all of that. So it takes a little bit of time. Then like uploading it takes time also. But I'm going to try to put the 10 like most important verbs already conjugated with examples and all of that. At the same time, I know like a lot of people like say, okay, I need more vocabulary. So I'm going to create another video on just like vocabularies that's very important to know from the beginning. So yeah, I think that's going to be helpful. Beside all of that, so if you're going to do that and every day listening to Darija, either like a show or a music um, or anything, it's going to be like very very important ones. Inshallah. Yes. Yes, actually, I know like so verbs are very important because this what we use in like daily life. You can't like talk without verbs. And at the same time you can't talk without vocabulary. So it's like two different things. Like two different, but they are very important. I did videos on like how to talk about daily life. So it has like all the vocabulary that you use during the day. If you haven't watched like in the morning, I talked about everything we do in the morning, we can do in the morning, everything we can do in the afternoon, and everything we can do in the night. But it was like indirect. There are like already the verb conjugated, everything you need to use. So you already going to be able to use them, and you don't have to do any efforts with the conjugation using them. At the same time, I did like another live. It was like about past tense. If you watched it, I don't know if you watched it. And everything you do as a morning routine, I talked about it in past tense, and then I practiced it with the students in present tense. But I think like you all like were like now like new students, so I don't think like that you been in that live. So that's like we're going to be very helpful to you, because you're going to learn how to say like I wake up late, or like I go to work and after that I take breakfast, and I talked about every step from you wake up till you go to bed. So it was like a structural good one. And then we talked about it in past tense. So yeah, I'm ready for questions. If any one of you have questions, please you can ask. Yeah, I just like really wanted to talk about this today because I know the struggle of like learning language, and I know like sometimes like we just feel that some people like learn the language faster than us. It's not like that they learn it. It's just like the way of their thinking. Like they are enjoying the process. They are like looking that's like enjoyable for them, and they start from there and then they continue. So when they get the base, they get motivated, because motivation is not like having it from the beginning. Actually motivation in you when you see yourself doing something good. For me, I don't feel happy or motivated just like from beginning, but I do something, and when you see the result, even if it was like a little result, you would say like, okay, I'm doing good, I can do more. Then you see like a little bit of motivation, and like a result, and then you get motivated even more and you do more. So don't feel like, okay, I don't feel like studying, or I don't feel like doing something, but when you do it and you see yourself learned, and for example when Joanna, or like you see like for example your boyfriend, you said like, oh, this is like you did good, and he say like a compliment to you, you would feel even motivated to learn more. So yeah, this is like why like just like doing things without even thinking about it. At the same time, don't think about the process, enjoy it. Don't think when I'm going to finish, why I'm still late, why I'm this is like get you like overwhelmed, and your brain is going to be blocked. It's just like blocked. It's going to be too much for you. You're going to learn faster by doing it step by step. But actually, another advice is like it should be constant, like something like you do daily. Something is like out like from your routine, even if it was like working out or like anything, or like eating. So you are eating every day to keep the injury. Yeah, consistent. I was like, okay, I forgot the word. And you would like think you would know that you're learning the language when you're going to want to say a word, and then like you would think in the other language, and then you would like say, okay, what was that, like which one is which. Yes, consistency is the key actually. It's like it's very important to be consistent, and like just like to do like if you are busy, actually if you are busy, if you are working a lot, find your happy time. Either like if you are a morning person, wake up at 10 minutes before, or 15 minutes, just like a 15 minutes before, and like just revise what you have done and learn the things that you don't, you just like look at them, just like look at them for 15 minutes and like revise them and go through them all over again for 15 minutes. Put them down, they're going to stick to your mind. The reason is like people who like cram, just like take one day out a week and they would cram everything. It's just in working memory, in like your short-term memory. It's mean like you're going to remember it that time. After like a period of time, you're going to forget it. But if you are doing it every day, it's become of your long-term memory, which means like it's stuck to your mind. It's like stay there. It's something like you do it. It's become a routine. Something like it's like from your language, from your life. You see what I mean? So yeah, and but it doesn't matter like for you, like just find your routine. You can like just drill like phrases, just repeat them as much as you can to are comfortable with them. Use them. Words don't memorize them. Write them down. Could every now and then, whenever you are doing something, put them by your side, either by like flashcards or whatever is like your method. You can record yourself, like just find them recorded and like put them on your earphone and listen to them while you are doing your anything for in your life, while you are walking or by while you are like doing the dishes or something, and just like find your way. And then like use them in sentences. If you're going to use the words in in sentences, it's going to help you even more. Yes, do you have any questions? صباح الخير ثيولا. لاباس الحمد لله. كي دايرة؟ صباح الخير والضحى. صباح الخير. الحمد لله أنا مزيان. Thank God I'm doing good. سلام خادر Ricky. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sick? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're doing well. So yeah, actually these days it's like very sunny, but in the morning it's like very gloomy. I'm sorry, it's like my reminder. Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm just like so yes, that's like for my advice. Enjoy the process. Find your best method that you want to learn with. Don't feel overwhelmed. Practice. Constant. Be consistent. I don't know what's wrong with you today with the words. You know, create your routine. Create your routine. Like something like you do in a certain time. Do it like every day, so that it's going to be like a part of your routine. You're learning in a certain time every day. If you are a morning person, find that time in the morning. If you are like a night person, uh, you know, try to do like just a period of time, and whatever you collected during the day or during the week, just like revise it and go through it. And I wouldn't tell you like, okay, so when we were like young, they would tell us like wake up in the morning and you learn it the best in the morning. But some people are like a night owls, so and they are like very creative during the night. So now, and I'm one of them. So I never my whole life studied like very early in the morning. I would study during the night. But at the same time, like I do would wake up for work if I wanted to, and that because you are like a person who's like controlling your mind. Your mind is not controlling you. You're controlling it. If you tell your to your brain, you're smart, you can do that. You're going to become like very like motivated, and will be like, ah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish that. But if you feel lazy, your brain is going to be feeling this. I don't want to learn. Of course you should sleep. Like sleep is like very important, because whatever you do during the day, like your mind process it during the night. Like when you go like have like a good night of sleep. Yes, when you have like a good night of sleep, like your brain is like processing and remembering. And also visualization, like when you try to imagine the words that you learned and imagine how like you are speaking it like helps a lot. Oh no, don't feel like overwhelmed on the WhatsApp group. I already like uh wrote a post. I told that the beginners might be a little bit overwhelmed because you're going to see like others like already like knowing the language, but those other like they learned before you, like you are absolute beginners. They were in a point of time beginners. Everyone was like beginner in a uh like a specific time. Like you're not like just all of the sudden you learn the language. You be a beginner, you start learning, you get comfortable with the language a little bit, you get used to it, and then take step by step. I do Need to start speaking more. Alex, yes, this is what I said. Like, speak from day one. Doesn't matter how it like it came out. It doesn't have to be perfect. But any word that you are learning it, say it out loud. Speak it. Use it. If even if you are like you don't like have anyone to practice with, you can talk to yourself. You record yourself. Like, just like record yourself and hear the words. If it doesn't sound right, is that's mean it doesn't sound right. Repeat it, record it again, and see if it's like sounds as the same as that the person that you are learning with. For example, if you are watching my videos and you are like learning sentence, for example, فقط صباح, or you would like repeat it, saying it out loud. فقط في الصباح. Then you're going to record it, play my way of like saying it, فقط في الصباح, and then like hear your voice. If it sounds like right, do that. Like, just repeat it as much as you can. And also when you like learn sentences, like just like you talk out loud. You say like, okay, فقط في الصباح, مشيت الخدمة, كليت البيض, or كليت الفطور, and just like repeating it. Like, this is how you speak, by speaking. And you would find the difference if you are like doing that. And I'm always like, this is why always in my videos I say like, speak out loud, speak out loud. This is how you're going to hear your voice, and this is how you would see like what's like what is the mistake. Even though like actually when I give like the one-on-one online lessons, and I can see like it's just the little things that make person doesn't speak clearly, or it's like sounds hard for them. Basically they don't open their mouth. Like, as you are as an English speaker, you don't have like the true sounds. For us as Moroccans, like as Arabic speaker in general, we speak loud. Not just like that, we speak loud because we have like true sound, and we have like to open our mouth to breathe and to get the sound out strongly. And we are like tighten our stomach, and we are like say like labas بخير قال لي. So we have like to open our mouth. English speakers, when they learn Darija, they would sometimes like just speak it as in English, and this is like what makes it hard for them. At the same time, it's like doesn't sound clear for the listeners. And yeah, have you heard of Class A? Class A, he's a Moroccan rapper. His song is some in English, but I don't understand the Darija parts. Are his lyrics or good? Or honestly, I don't listen to the rap. I never listen to Moroccan rappers in general. Not that I never. I did listen to some of them, like Fnair, and they are good. They don't use swear words. But some like I would like look. I would actually like see now if like I have seen them before. Honestly, I never heard of them, just because I wasn't like listening to. I wasn't like really listening to Moroccan like songs, because when I was learning English, I started just like to listen to English songs and French songs sometimes. So it's just like I get used to it. No, yeah, is he's like I saw him before, obviously, but I never like listened to his songs. Maybe I did. It's just like I didn't watch. I didn't see, or I would like listen to him today. Actually, I just like I'm curious to know how he seemed like. Yeah. Obviously, you're not going to understand the rap songs because they use a lot of slangs. They use sometimes bad words. That doesn't have to be, but strict language. So yeah, you can like learn from them, but actually, I don't know how you're going to use the slangs, the bad slangs in real life. This is why when I like sent the when I was like sending the music, when people are talking about like which singers to listen to, I send like just pop songs, because pop songs they don't use bad words, and you can use the darija that they are using in real life. Blanca, السلام لاباس عليك؟ Alex Zwina Hadi, I'll definitely start recording. Yes, Alex, it's going to be fun. Yes. And also there is like a way actually I was like recording myself like saying salam or like how are you and all of that, and I would reply to myself when I record and finish and it sounds like good. I would like record all the questions and I would listen to them and I would answer myself. This is how crazy I used to go for learning the language. But it's like fun. It was like for me like very funny, and my sister and my mom would like looking at me like second to the recording, my recording, and it was like very funny. Pelicana stays my middle name. They go early. No, I hate this word difficult. There is nothing difficult. There is nothing difficult. You are finding it difficult because you don't know the language yet. When you will learn the language, you say like, "Oh my God, was I saying difficult about this language?" You would say like, "Okay, it's not difficult." Everything you start doing it because you don't know it, you would say difficult. For math, everyone saying difficult, but like if like was a good teacher and like teach you like step by step, they say, oh, it wasn't that difficult. For example, when you be like in a period of your time, like first year in college, and it's become like it sounds like very difficult. But when you graduate and they are in the last year, and when they go back to the textbook that you were like already studying, and you would find it was like very easy, and you will be like, how did I found this difficulty before? Because you didn't know it then. So now there is nothing difficult. There is no language difficult. All languages are the same, and they are difficult because you don't know it yet. That's all. كون في الخدمة دابا. بلانكا لقيتي خدمة؟ Did you find a job؟ مزيان. مبروك if you found a job. So yes, Ricky, welcome. It's just like don't ever use the word difficult when you talk about language, because your mind is going to get blocked just because you told yourself it's difficult. It's going to sound difficult to you. Just like instead of very difficult, you can say, for example, it's a new language and I'm going to take it step by a time. هذه الخدمة لعائلتك نعاونهم دابا. بلانكا مزيان. It's good. It's like better than like nothing staying home. So yes, if you have guys any questions like concerning Darija culture, you can ask me. I'm here to answer all of your questions. Yeah, I just like wanted like to talk about you know different ways to learn language, and there are like a lot of methods. There are like crazy like unlimited methods, and it was like a part of like my yes Christian, of course. Yes, I learned that like in my last year in university how to teach like a second language, and I like basically read like more than like 20 method, and every method has a lot of techniques and all of that. But honestly, like whatever is like works for you. ما كتعرفيش البنج حليوة بنج. I do know البنج. I do know البنج. But what البنج has to do with حليوة? That's like what's confusing me. But Christine, yes, go ahead and ask me. But you have to say ما كتعرفيش, because ما كتعرفش is like for a man. ما كتعرفيش is like for a woman. The sun is finally coming out. Oh, that's nice. تعلمت نكتب البارح. You learned to how to write like Arabic scripts. Yes, actually, Arabic script is not like really hard. It's just like take practice. It would take you like 2 days to 3 days if you are like just like taking a little time, like now and then. Unless ديال الكلمة like how to connect words. No, I do have like how to write the words, the letters in the beginning, how to write them in the middle, and how to write them in the end. Because each consonant, each letter is like it's written differently when it's in the beginning, when it's in the middle, and in the end. And the Arabic scripts actually each it have to be connected. It's not like in English you can write every word separated. They are connected. Like words are very connected. So there are exceptions. There are some isolated letters that they don't like to be connected to some letters. And yeah. عندك الناس ديال الكلمة باش نحاول like to try. Okay, I will try. Exactly. Yes, I did understand like your what you wanted to say, even if it's like in writing not correctly, but that's okay. It's like you wrote it as you heard it, I think, and this is like a good way. It's still I'm still going to understand it. خاصني نمشي دابا. Blanca ماشي مشكل, yes, for sure. Uh, okay, Kristen, I'm going to send you like a book, like a standard Arabic book, but in the beginning they have like the words how they are like written in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. What else I can send you? I would send you like a video how to show how to connect the words, because by a pictures you wouldn't know how. You have like to watch a video and like imitate. Blanca, تهلاي في راسك. Salam everyone. Azel, you late. Salam. Yes, for others, if anyone like have any question, please ask me. Of course, I'm going to be live tonight, and we're going to have another lesson, like a different lesson. Like last time, we talked about taxis, we talked about the train, and some sentences that can help you with that. Before it, we talked about the coffee and how to order. We talked about the routine, what you do in during the day, the whole day in the present tense. We did it in past tense. What else we did? We did numbers, how to introduce yourself, pretty much everything. Like you, it's like oh, I can't talk this morning. I actually haven't slept like much. That's why. So I'm still a little bit sleepy. Like my mind, like. So yes, if anyone have a question, please let me know. If not, like I'm going to finish the live in a few minutes. Okay. But who's with us today? Who's new with us today? Who's have like the first listen today, or everyone is like already were with us? And how do you pronounce the kha in khasni? Khasni, khasni, khasni. Okay, so as I said before, the reason why some words are not easy for some of you, because first of all it's like a new sounds, and second of all because you're not doing it as like with the lips movements and all, and the tongue, like we put the tongue on all of that. So the kha sound, if you notice, khasni, first of all I have to open my mouth. You have to imitate what I'm doing. Kha, 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 kha. So like th in English is like, so your tongue is like touching your teeth. So kha, kha, your tongue is like in like behind your like lower teeth. Kha, kha, kha. And the middle of your tongue is like going up and down. You don't move the whole tongue. Like the edge of your tongue is like staying the same in the middle, in the back. Ha, ha. And then you'd say like, if that's your tongue, it's going to be like lower. And this is what is going to move. Ha, ha, ha. But it should be like kind of this. Like if I did this, it's going to be better. So this is like what's moving. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, but at a little bit it's like in the back it's like stopping like you know the voice, but actually like you are already doing the sound, you know, when like you shock something it's like or something like that. It's same sound like khasni. I think like the pig is like doing that sound. Like I never seen the pig like in real life, honestly. Like as an animal, I never seen it. But like ha ha ha. We don't breathe from your nose. It should be like actually it should be like from your mouth. Your nose is like if you block it, if you blocked your nose, you would have the sound. Ha 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 ha. You see that? Because you don't I actually don't really like breathe from the nose when I see the sound. Khasne, khasne. But when I would like go for the knee, I have to use my nose because it's like nasal now sound. So khasni, khasni. If you're going to to practice just the kha sound by itself, just do that. Kha, 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 kha. It's going to help you because you have to breathe through your mouth while you are doing what I described. Yeah, I know like it sounds funny like to do that like live, but actually this is like just like some practices that it should be normal. Even if you are not alone in the house, you can like still practice it. If they laugh, let them do it. Yes, absolutely. I know that I can repeat them as much as I can because I know it will always be helpful for others as well. For the others that they can't pronounce it correctly. So number 3 is the ah sound. Ah, ah, ah. The the difference between the kha and the a, the kha is like stronger than the a, and the a is like have like a vibration over here. Ah, 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 ah. But what's happened is like your tongue is like slightly like right before like after your teeth, like the down teeth. I don't know how to call them. Ah, 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 ah. So you have just like to practice it. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. So if you notice like when you open your mouth, this is how you get the sounds right. Ah, ah, ah. Andy, 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 Andy. Ah, ah, ah. You have to say it out loud. If you are just like listening, it's not going to be helpful. It's going to be helpful to hear the sound, but not like to saying it. So this is why I'm telling you like to say it like out loud to see like what's different. Okay. Amri, Amri, Amri. For number seven is not like H. It's slightly like H, but it's like you are actually like all of you as an English speaker, you're just not aware of the sound. When you are like creating your voice, or when you are like trying to create like a glass and like say and like clean it or clean something, you are already doing that sound. Like you are like how to say that? Like you are like taking the you know the breath out. Halib, halib. It's actually sound like really easy, but at the same time like it's like hard because it's like really came strongly. Ha, ha. So basically you should not do anything with your tongue. It's just like put it there. Ha, ha. But at the same time, like it's not flat. It should not be flat. If it's flat, it will be like just a normal sound. Ha, 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 ha. Okay? Hlib, hlib. I move my tongue because I see after it l. And this is why I told you we speak loud and we open our mouth, because the ha sound is like your tongue is flat. La sound, I have to go up, and for e, I'll have to go with my tongue like to the here. Hlib. And then I would have to say the b sound, which is like a lip sound. So this is why we are like speaking loud, because we have to open our mouth, because we need to breathe and do like throat sounds, go back and go right, go front and back with our tongue and with our breaths. Okay, so it sounds like really hard, but when you get used to it, it sounds like really normal, and it sounds easy when you do it right. If it's like hard for you, it's mean like something is not right. Something you do it is not right. If it's like easy, it's mean like it's already, that sounds like you are doing it correctly. Okay? Ha, ha. Number 7 is ha, 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 ha. Okay? Ha. It's like really like hair, like right like after your teeth. Ha, ha. It's like you are hiding it like almost like there. Okay? Ha, ha. And it should like touch like whatever like you call it. I don't know, like the names in everything in our mouth. So the teeth, like right after it, like there is like it's like soft meat over there. It's like you can touch it. It's like there, like you put your tongue in it. Ha, ha, ha. You can touch it. You have to touch it actually to get this sound. And for the ka sound, number 9, the ka sound is like the Q sound, but it's like further in the back, like over here. Ka, 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 ka. So basically what I do is like your mouth should be, your lips should not move. Ka, ka, ka. What move is this. Ka, ka, ka. This one is moved. This is not moving. Ka, ka, ka. So it's like here. If you see, this is like just the first movement. I have like to really go this way. So this is like ka, ka, ka. This is moving. This is not moving. It's just like this part over here. If you notice, this is ka, 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 ka. If you see, this is like moving here. Ka, 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 ka. For the k sound, you're not going to see this. K, 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 k. It's just here. Ka, ka, keri, keri. For ka, qalb, qalb. So it's like it comes already from your stomach out, like qa, qa. I already like did that practice. It's actually, you can feel it in your stomach as well. If you are going to tighten like right now, like tighten your stomach, like really tighten it and say qa, qa, qa. It's like already came in like tighten. Qa, 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 qalb. For the k sound is like really relaxed. So the normal k is like really relaxed, but for the qa sound, it's really came in from your stomach, like strongly. Like if your stomach is not tightened, you don't get the sound. It should be like really tightened. Qa, qa, qa. You can do it purposely, like you just like tighten it, or like just like do that, like I don't know, like swallowing your stomach, like qa, 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 because the sound is like very strong. It's like a true sound, and then it comes like strongly if you're doing it all the way up. Qa, 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 qa. So you notice, even for me over here, qa, 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 qalb, 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 qa, qa, qa. For the tongue is actually like in the middle, but it's like very like heavy. Ka, 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 ka is like in the middle, but you can see it's because it's like down and it stays there, like in the middle, and it's like really in that part, like not like up. Ka, 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 and it's also tightened, like really tightened. It's like the ka sound is like really strong sound. It's like it should be like strong. But I know it's like sometimes it's like it sounds like really hard. It's like it's from stomach, it's like from all over here. But if you do like you do them like it's like all like it goes with each other. Like everything is tightened, everything is strong. It's not like just stomach and then it's just like it's good like um, to think about like which ones to see if there is any difference, and then you're going to say it like normally, ka, 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 ka. It doesn't have to be always like tighten. Okay, I have to tighten my stomach. It's just like a practice. That's just a practice, because when you get the sound by practicing, you saying it like naturally. You don't have like really to tighten and all of that. It just like comes out. Ka, ka. Okay. I hope that was clear. I hope that was like a clear sound, like a clear explanation. I hope that you tried it out, because by trying is how you're going to get sound. Yes, and those are well like the very important sounds, because we use them. It makes a change in the words sometimes, not always, but it could change the meaning of a word if you pronounce something with the ka instead of the ka. So yeah, but it's good to learn. Alex, I'm glad it helped. Yes, and you can always like practice it whenever you feel like practicing like the sounds. You can always like watch and do the practice. So yeah, I hope that helped. Do you guys have any questions? If you don't, I would have to go and start the day. It's like already about to be 10. So yeah, if anyone wanted to ask me, not on the comment section like previously, I do always in the I always like put my Gmail in the box section. Like you would find it in any of my videos. You would just like click any of my videos, or like just go to my channel and go for about, and you would find my Gmail, and you can message me your question, and whenever like I can, I would answer. Let me see. That's like very small. كنكتب كنكتب. No, you have to connect the n with the ka. You have to connect all of them. They are all connected. But yes, it's correct. كنكتب. I hope to join again. Thanks. Andrew, welcome. You are new with us. So yes, welcome. I do go live during the morning, during this time, as well at night time at 9 p.m. Moroccan time, like Greenwich +1. So yes, I see you during the night. Take care and have a good day. If you have any question, contact me through my Gmail. And thank you for being here. And thank you for your support and for everyone's like donating to me. It's like really, yes, I appreciate it. So yes, I see you in the night, and take care. Have a good day. Slama. Bye bye. Slama, see you, love. Slama.